Hey, Jeremiah here. I'm thrilled to welcome you to the Throw Zone, where I'll be teaching you all about the juggling arts. In this video, I'll be teaching you about the 2 and 3 beat weaves, with clubs in particular, but this can carry over to some poi spinning practice as well. This video is just one part of a club class series that I've assembled to help you get started with club spinning, manipulation, and juggling. You can find more of those videos in the description below or on my channel. Club spinning has been around for generations as a form of physical fitness using weighted clubs. These are not weighted clubs, and the techniques that I'll be going over in this series are intended for the art of club manipulation and spinning. If you're planning on using weighted clubs, that is not what this class is intended for. This instructional video assumes you already know the basics about the ring grip, the socket grip, and how to spin a club back and forth in a crossover. You're going to need to use that skill a lot as we explore the 2-beat weaves. If you don't know it, there's a video in the description below to teach it to you. Before we start, most of this video will be filmed in a mirrored format so that when I say my right hand, it'll look to you like I'm using my left hand, but it should make it easier for you to follow along. Just do what I do. All right, let's dive right into the 2-beat weave. Now, basically, all that's going on here is I have one hand doing a crossover, with the other hand doing a crossover, but the arms are crossing. So one hand crosses underneath the other, and the other hand crosses over the top of the other one. So to break it down, I'm going to start with my right hand. Just point my left hand out straight. This one's just a placeholder. My right hand spins on the outside of my arm and then spins underneath the arm. So out, under, different perspective on it. Pointing straight ahead, I spin out, under, out, under. When I'm spinning on the outside, I'm using my ring grip. And when I'm spinning underneath, I'm using the socket grip. So one spin in each position. Now when you switch hands, right hand becomes the static one, and left hand is going to spin over and out. Over, out, over, out. Different perspective. Over, out. So when you combine the two together, you're going to start with your right hand and spin under first. At the same time, the left, or just afterward, the left will start spinning over. So it goes like this. Notice that I add that first little spin with my right hand in the ring grip to kind of get myself going. Spin, spin. Remember to always add that ring grip beat, right? That's an essential part of the trick. Right under, left over. Different perspective. Add that first spin to get it going. Right under, left over. This is the right hand led 2-beat weave. Now let's do the left hand led 2-beat weave. Same process, only this time my right hand will be the first one that I start with, and my left hand will go under the right hand to make that circle with the socket grip. So to start it out, add that ring grip and then go under. Ring grip and under. So that outside ring grip spin, the socket grip underneath. Then do it with the right hand, but this one's gonna go over. So add that outside ring grip spin, socket grip goes over the top. You want to combine them together. This is the left hand led 2-beat weave. I'm starting with my left hand, adding that little spin, and then diving into it. So that the left hand always goes underneath the right hand. Other perspective. You just learned the forward 2-beat weave on both sides. The right side led, right hand going under, and the left side led, with the left hand going under. The 2-beat weave is an essential part of club spinning, and you're going to be able to use it a lot for other types of tricks, including the 3-beat weave, which combines the 2-beat weaves together. Let's go through that next. All right, so there are going to be 2 ways that I break down the 3-beat weave for you. The first one's going to be much like we just did with the 2-beat weave, where one club is in a place holding position and the other club is going to spin around it, acknowledging the 3 different beats of the 3-beat weave. So the 3 beats are the outside spin using the ring grip, the over spin using the socket grip, and the under spin also using the socket grip. The whole thing looks like this. Starting in the outside spin, I'm gonna go over, under, and out. Over, under, and out. So there's 3 beats, which means there's 3 complete circles. First one happens on the outside, spinning with the ring grip. The second one is over the top of the other club. My arm is crossed. And then there's the transition where it passes the club on the inside and goes underneath. And then comes back out again. Over, under, and out. When you're first starting out, it can be useful to just add some extra spins on that outside. But as you get better at it, it's better to just add the 1 spin because you really want just that 1 beat to make the 3-beat weave. Over, under, out, over, under, out, over, under, out. Different perspective. Over, under, out, over, under, out. Great, let's do it with the other hand. Right hand is the placeholder now. Left hand is going to start with the outside spin, and we go over, under, and out. Over, under, and out. That transition point from the over to the under is going to be essential. Over, under, and out. Over, under, and out. 1 beat in each position, and you'll be truly practicing for the 3-beat weave. Now the nice thing about clubs is you can slow this way down if you need to try and acknowledge the different positions. Under, out, over, under, out, over, under, out. To combine them together, I like to start by swinging on the outside in the ring grip, and then you're going to do 1 beat of the 2-beat weave, where you cross under with the right hand, left hand crosses over, and where you would normally then come back out to the outside position, you are instead going to hold both hands on the right side so that the left hand does an extra circle and the right hand leads back to the left side. Now you allow those clubs to rotate again, and the left hand is going to lead back to the right side. Right hand leads to the left hand leads to the right. Once again, with clubs, you can slow this way down to make sense of it. There should be 3 beats. Count when the club is at the bottom of its spin, and that helps. 1, 2, 3, and then a transition to the other side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Another way to look at this is to plant your feet, point straight ahead with one arm, point straight back with the other arm. Keep those feet planted, that'll rotate your body a little bit, or your upper body a little bit. Now, with both your arms on one side of your body, in this case, I'm going to use the right side of my body, I'm going to start rotating my arms as if I'm going to do a weave, without transitioning my hand to the other side yet. At a certain point, when your arms start to wrap up, you're stuck. The 3-beat weave is the solution to this tangled up position you find yourself in. So I'm going to take my right hand to solve this problem and cross it to the other side, while my left hand finishes a circle on its opposite side. And then it follows the right hand to its new side, until I'm in the same position again. I'm all tangled up. To solve that problem, left hand comes across, right hand finishes its circle. And then I unwind. And then I rewind and cross over and follow. Unwind, retangle, crossover. Unwind, rewind, crossover. This is the 3-beat weave. It's just another way of thinking about it. Now that you've got the other positions dialed in, hopefully that will help you connect things. Think of it as tangling up, where can you go? You cross to the other side. That's the reason the 3-beat weave is so useful. So when you get to this point, it solves that problem for you. So we're going to go through the same process, but it's going to feel like the pattern's just upside down basically. But it is important still to walk through this process with each hand to define the different positions you're going to be in and get comfortable with the rotation of spin. So once again, reverse spin is going to be coming up at your face, where the forward spin was going down away from your face. So let's acknowledge the first positions. Left hand points out. Right hand is going to spin on the outside with the ring grip. And then it's going to spin over the top this time as our lead hand. So the lead hand goes over the top and comes back out. When it's over the top, it uses the socket grip. So you have the ring, socket, over the top. All right, that's with the right hand. Left hand is going to be doing the underneath spin. But once again, in reverse, ring grip, underneath spin. Outside ring, underneath, socket. Once you've got those two positions figured out, you're going to think of the top club, or the one that spins over the top, as leading. So I start with a ring grip spin on each side, and then I enter the move. Ring, ring, over, under, ring, ring, over, under, ring, ring, over, under. So each club has 2 beats in one cycle of the pattern, one on the outside and then one in that cross-armed position. So this is right hand led reverse 2-beat. Let's do left hand led. Same thing, hold the right hand out, and this time the left hand's gonna go over the top and back out again. So ring grip, socket grip, ring grip, socket grip. And that feels good. Do the left hand held, right hand goes under this time and out. Under and out, make sure you're still in reverse. And when you combine them together, left hand is gonna lead. But you can start with the outside spins, and the left hand's gonna lead over the top. Right hand goes under. Let's combine them into the reverse 3-beat weave. Let's acknowledge the positions by holding the left hand out. Right hand's gonna do the reverse ring grip on the outside, and then it's gonna go straight to underneath this time, and then transition to the top before coming out. So you go under, over, out. Under, over, out. When you're first getting started, it's okay to add some extra spins on the outside, but you will want to break it down to just a single rotation. So it looks like this. Under, over, out. Under, over, out. Under, over, out. Using the socket grip when your arms are crossed, and the ring grip when it's on its native side. With the other hand now, right hand points out, left hand's in the ring grip, under, over, out. Under, over, out. Now that you've got all the positions established, let's try and dive into the reverse 3-beat. So starting from the outside in ring grip spins, I'm gonna do just a round of 2-beat, and then keep my hands on the same side of my body so that I get that extra rotation in before coming and crossing to the other side in a cross-armed position, leading with the opposite hand. So left hand leads to the right side, right hand's gonna follow. And then it holds there until right hand leads back to the left. Now left hand leads back to the right, while the other hand finishes the spin. Right leads to left, left leads to right. Try and count the beats. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm counting at the bottom of the circle. The other way to think about it is, of course, point one arm forward, point the other one back, and you're going to go in reverse direction this time. And when you get to the position where you're all tangled up, that forward hand is going to lead to the other side, crossing over the body while the cross arm goes underneath, and then you're going to unwind on the opposite side until you're all tangled up again. Now this hand leads to the other side while this one finishes its circle Go until you get tangled up, cross it over. Go until you get tangled up, cross it over. As you make it smaller, it starts looking more like a typical 3-beat where your hands are closer together, but it's still the same problem. Tangled up, cross it over. Tangled up, cross it over. You just learned the forward and reverse 2 beats on the right and left side, as well as the forward and reverse 3 beat. All those moves are going to be really useful as you explore the world of 2-club spinning, and it's going to be useful in some of the other classes that we'll be getting to in the days to come. Check out the Patreon if you want to connect with a like-minded community of jugglers and spinners, all hoping to level up their object manipulation game. You'll be able to get access to more instructional content, personalized feedback, as well as the ability to sign up for one-on-one lessons. Thanks for being here. My name is Jeremiah. This is The Throw Zone, where you learn all about the juggling arts.